The spiritual meaning of itching that no one told you. Zen story, Buddhist teachings. Welcome to the journey of wisdom. Have you ever thought that itching could have a spiritual meaning? Ever wondered if it's more than just an annoying sensation? What if I told you that itching might be hiding a profound spiritual message? A message from your body, mind, and spirit that you've never been told. A secret that could lead you to inner peace and harmony with the world around you. Intriguing, isn't it? In the heart of Japan, within the serene walls of an ancient monastery, a wise monk named Tetsuo has spent his life uncovering mysteries like this. In this captivating Zen story, we will take you on a journey to uncover the ancient wisdom and spiritual significance behind itching. You'll learn how itching can signify an imbalance, act as an invitation to healing, and offer an opportunity for spiritual growth. Stay with us until the end of the video, and you'll discover how to discern when itching is just a physical irritation and when it's a profound spiritual messenger. Number 1. The Zen story, the spiritual meaning of itching. The morning sun filtered through the leaves of the maples at Komyoji Zen Monastery, casting a gentle light on the serene yet wrinkled face of the venerable monk Tetsuo. His disciples, seated in a semicircle around him, eagerly awaited his teachings. Known for his profound parables, Tetsuo's words often touched the heart and awakened the mind. On this particular day, however, the topic seemed unusually mundane: itching. "My dear disciples," the monk began with an enigmatic smile, "today I want to discuss a phenomenon we have all experienced but rarely understood: itching." A murmur of surprise rippled through the group. "Itching? What does that have to do with spirituality, Master?" asked Sakura, a young disciple with raven-black hair. "Isn't it just a physical annoyance, a symptom of some allergy or irritation?" Tetsuo nodded. "In many cases, Sakura, you are correct. But itching can signify more than just a physical ailment. It can be a messenger, a signal from our body, mind, and spirit that demands our attention." "A messenger?" Taro, an older disciple with a thick white beard, asked curiously. "And what is this messenger trying to tell us?" "That," Tetsuo replied, "is the question we must ask every time we feel an itch. What is our body telling us? What is our mind conveying? What is our spirit communicating?" Scratching his chin thoughtfully, Tetsuo continued, "Often we think of itching as a simple physical discomfort caused by an insect bite, an allergy, or dry skin. While this is true in many cases, there is another level of meaning, a spiritual significance that we often overlook." The disciples listened with growing attention, captivated by their mentor's words. "Itching," Tetsuo said, "can be a sign of imbalance or disharmony. It can indicate that something in our life needs attention and healing. It can be an invitation to look within ourselves, to explore our emotions, thoughts, and actions." Pausing to let his words sink in, Tetsuo shared a personal experience. "I remember a time when a persistent itch tormented me. I couldn't focus on meditation or find peace in my thoughts. Initially, I thought it was an allergic reaction to pollen, but the itching persisted even after taking medicine." "What did you do, Master?" Sakura asked with concern and curiosity. "I began to meditate on the itch itself," the Master replied. "I observed the sensations and explored the emotions it evoked. Gradually, I realized that the itching reflected a deep anxiety I had repressed, an anxiety related to an important decision I needed to make." "And then?" Taro inquired. "How did you turn this discovery into something positive?" "Once I acknowledged and addressed that anxiety, the itching disappeared," Tetsuo explained. I realized that my body was sending me a signal, inviting me to care for my mind and spirit. His eyes shining with wisdom, Tetsuo concluded, "The itch, my dears, is a call to action. It invites us to care for ourselves physically, mentally, and spiritually. It is a prompt to seek balance, harmony, and inner peace." The disciples were captivated. Tetsuo's words had opened their eyes to a new way of perceiving itching, beyond mere physical discomfort. Thanks to the master's insights, they realized they had often experienced itching without a specific physical reason throughout their lives. "But Master," Sakura inquired, "how can we tell the difference between a physical itch and a spiritual one?" "It's not always easy, Sakura," Tetsuo responded, "but there are clues we can observe. A spiritual itch is often persistent, doesn't respond to physical treatments, and is usually accompanied by other sensations or emotions, such as anxiety, frustration, or restlessness." Tetsuo went on, "Moreover, a spiritual itch can manifest in specific areas of the body, each carrying symbolic meaning. For instance, itchy hands might indicate a desire to take action or make a change in our life. An itchy foot can suggest a need for grounding and stability, a quest to find our place in the world. An itchy head could be a sign of mental confusion or an overload of thoughts." The disciples listened closely, making mental notes. The lesson on itching was becoming increasingly fascinating. Tetsuo then shared a story about a new disciple who had once arrived at the monastery. This young man, Hiroshi, was tormented by constant itching in his hand. Despite consulting numerous doctors, no cause or cure was found. Desperate for relief, Hiroshi sought help at the monastery, hoping to find solace in Tetsuo's wisdom. Welcoming Hiroshi warmly, Tetsuo invited him to share his story. Hiroshi recounted his hectic life, his stressful job, and his constant dissatisfaction. He had always sought happiness externally, accumulating material goods and chasing fleeting successes, but nothing seemed to soothe his internal itch. Tetsuo listened intently, nodding occasionally. When Hiroshi finished, the monk said, "Hiroshi, your itchy hands are not merely a physical ailment. They signify a restless soul, an unexpressed desire burning within you. Your hands, the tools of action and creation, are urging you to express your true nature and follow your passion." Hiroshi felt confused. "But Master," he said, "I don't know what my true passion is. I've always done what others expected of me, what society deemed right and proper." Tetsuo nodded and replied, "Your true passion, Hiroshi, is like a seed buried deep in the earth. It needs nurturing, care, and light to grow. Begin by exploring your interests, experimenting with new activities, and following your curiosity. Above all, don't fear making mistakes. Only through trial and error will you discover what truly makes your soul resonate." Inspired by Tetsuo's words, Hiroshi began dedicating time each day to self-discovery. He tried painting, writing, music, dancing, cooking, and gardening. Each activity opened new doors, revealing unknown aspects of himself. Gradually, the itching in his hands began to subside. One day, while working in the monastery garden, Hiroshi felt a deep and unexpected joy. His hands, immersed in the soil, seemed to dance among the plants, creating harmony and beauty. In that moment, Hiroshi realized his true passion was nature, caring for the earth and its creatures. From that day on, he dedicated himself to gardening with enthusiasm, transforming the monastery garden into an oasis of peace and abundance. The itching in his hands vanished, replaced by a sense of contentment and serenity. He had found his true calling and purpose in life. The disciples pondered the story they had just heard, grasping its profound message. They understood that the itch, like life itself, was a journey and an opportunity for growth and transformation. From that day forward, Tetsuo's disciples began to see itching differently. It was no longer just an annoyance, but an opportunity, an invitation to explore their inner world and find peace, balance, and healing. Thus, itching transformed from a simple physical symptom into a powerful tool for spiritual growth and self-realization. In the following days, the disciples shared their own experiences with itching. Sakura recounted how an itchy throat had pushed her to express a long-repressed opinion, freeing her from an internal burden. Taro spoke of an itchy leg that led him on a pilgrimage, discovering new perspectives and renewed motivation in his spiritual practice. Every itch, every signal from the body, became an opportunity to deepen self-knowledge, confront fears and insecurities, break free from old patterns, and embrace change. The Komyoji monastery turned into a place of healing and transformation, where itching, once an annoying symptom, became a valuable ally on the spiritual path. And Tetsuo, the wise monk, continued to guide his disciples with love and compassion, teaching them to listen to their bodies and find inner peace. Reflecting on Master Tetsuo's profound insights about the spiritual meaning of itching, have you ever experienced a physical sensation that seemed to have a deeper, hidden message for you? Comment yes if you believe our bodies can communicate spiritual messages, or comment number 1 if you think it's just a physical phenomenon. Number 2. Philosophical reflections and lessons from the story. 1. Listening to our bodies. Listening to our bodies is a profound practice that aligns with ancient wisdom and contemporary insights into holistic well-being. This story about Tetsuo and his disciples underscores the significance of paying attention to our physical sensations, recognizing them as vital messages from our body, mind, and spirit. Tetsuo's teachings remind us that an itch, often dismissed as a minor annoyance, can be a powerful signal from our inner self. As the Buddha once said, "The body is precious. It is our vehicle for awakening. Treat it with care." This quote resonates deeply with the essence of the story, emphasizing that our physical sensations are not to be ignored, but rather understood and addressed with mindfulness and compassion. When we experience an itch or any other physical discomfort, it is an invitation to pause and reflect on what our body is trying to communicate. These sensations can be indicative of stress, emotional unrest, or even deeper spiritual imbalances. By tuning into these signals, we can uncover underlying issues that need our attention. For instance, persistent itching could signify an area of our life where we feel unfulfilled or anxious. Addressing these feelings can lead to significant personal growth and healing. As we listen to our bodies, we practice a form of self-awareness that goes beyond the superficial and delves into the root of our well-being. In today's fast-paced world, we often become disconnected from our bodies, prioritizing productivity over health and ignoring the subtle cues that indicate something is amiss. This disconnection can lead to chronic stress and illness. Tetsuo's story is a call to return to a state of balance and harmony, where we honor the messages our body sends. By doing so, we align ourselves with a holistic approach to health that integrates the physical, mental, and spiritual aspects of our being. The wisdom of paying attention to our bodies is timeless and highly relevant in modern life. It encourages us to adopt practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and yoga, which foster a deeper connection with our physical selves. These practices help us to become more attuned to our body's needs and respond with the care and compassion it deserves. As Lao Tzu famously said, "He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened." Understanding our body's signals is a step towards this enlightenment, fostering a profound sense of self-awareness and inner peace. Furthermore, Addressing the messages our body sends can prevent minor issues from escalating into major health problems. For example, recognizing that a recurring headache is a sign of chronic stress can prompt us to take steps to reduce our stress levels before it leads to more serious conditions like hypertension or heart disease. This proactive approach to health is a cornerstone of many ancient philosophies, including Buddhism, which teaches the importance of balance and harmony in all aspects of life. Incorporating this wisdom into our daily lives requires mindfulness and a commitment to self-care. We must learn to listen to our bodies with the same attentiveness and respect that we would give to a trusted advisor. This means creating space in our lives for regular self-reflection and body awareness practices. As we cultivate this habit, we become more adept at recognizing and interpreting the signals our body sends, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. In conclusion, Tetsuo's lesson on the spiritual meaning of itching is a powerful reminder of the importance of listening to our bodies. By paying attention to the physical sensations we experience, we can uncover important messages about our inner state and address underlying issues that may be affecting our health and well-being. This practice of mindful body awareness is not only a path to personal healing, but also a way to achieve greater harmony and balance in our lives. As we embrace this wisdom, we connect more deeply with ourselves and the world around us, fostering a sense of inner peace and enlightenment that is both timeless and essential in our modern age. 2. Mindfulness and Self-Exploration. When we think about the spiritual meaning of itching, we often overlook the deep insights it can offer us. Tetsuo, a dedicated Zen practitioner, once had a profound realization while meditating. He experienced an intense itch, and instead of scratching it, he decided to focus on the sensation. By directing his full attention to the itch, he discovered a powerful lesson in mindfulness and self-exploration. Through this simple yet profound practice, Tetsuo learned to observe his sensations and emotions without judgment. This mindfulness exercise not only revealed hidden anxieties and desires, but also fostered a deeper understanding of himself, leading to a state of inner peace. Imagine sitting in a quiet room with only your thoughts and sensations as companions. An itch arises on your skin, demanding your attention. Instead of reacting impulsively, you pause and delve into the feeling. This practice of non-judgmental observation is a cornerstone of mindfulness. Tetsuo's approach teaches us to explore our inner landscape, uncovering layers of subconscious thoughts and feelings that influence our daily lives. By embracing this practice, we learn to accept and understand our emotions rather than suppressing or ignoring them. Tetsuo's journey reminds us of the importance of self-exploration. As we navigate the complexities of life, we often encounter emotions and sensations that we don't fully understand. By taking the time to reflect on these experiences, we can uncover the root causes of our anxieties and desires. This process of self-discovery is essential for personal growth and spiritual development. Through mindfulness, we become more attuned to our inner selves, allowing us to live more authentically and harmoniously. To illustrate this further, let me share a Buddhist story that encapsulates the essence of mindfulness and self-exploration. Once, there was a young monk named Ryokan who lived in a serene monastery. Ryokan was known for his inquisitive nature and his dedication to his practice. One day, while meditating by a tranquil stream, he noticed a small fish struggling against the current. Instead of rescuing the fish, Ryokan observed its struggle with compassionate detachment. He realized that the fish's struggle mirrored his own internal battles. By watching the fish, Ryokan gained insight into his own life, understanding that true peace comes from acceptance, and letting go. This story teaches us that mindfulness is not just about observing our sensations, but also about gaining wisdom from our experiences. By reflecting on our inner and outer worlds, we can find clarity and purpose in our lives. Ryokan's compassionate detachment is a powerful reminder that we should approach our struggles with kindness and understanding rather than judgment and resistance. As you contemplate the spiritual meaning of itching, consider how this practice of mindfulness and self-exploration can be applied to your own life. What hidden anxieties or desires might be revealed if you take the time to observe your sensations and emotions without judgment? How can this practice help you gain a deeper understanding of yourself and foster inner peace? By integrating these lessons into your daily routine, you can cultivate a sense of calm and clarity. Mindfulness allows us to be present in the moment, fully experiencing life without being overwhelmed by our thoughts and emotions. Through self-exploration, we uncover the roots of our suffering and find the path to true happiness. The spiritual meaning of itching goes beyond the physical sensation. It is a gateway to mindfulness and self-exploration, offering us valuable insights into our inner selves. By embracing this practice, we can uncover hidden anxieties and desires, gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, and foster inner peace. As Tetsuo and Ryokan have shown us, mindfulness and self-exploration are powerful tools for personal growth and spiritual development. So, the next time you feel an itch, pause and reflect on its deeper meaning. What can it teach you about yourself? How can it help you live a more mindful and authentic life? These are the questions that will guide you on your journey towards inner peace and self-discovery. Three, spiritual significance of physical symptoms. The story you're about to hear delves into the fascinating spiritual significance of physical symptoms, particularly itching, and how these seemingly trivial sensations can carry profound messages about our lives. Have you ever experienced an itch that just wouldn't go away, no matter how much you scratched? This might be more than just a physical annoyance. It could be your body trying to tell you something important. In Buddhist teachings, it's believed that the body and mind are deeply interconnected, and physical symptoms often reflect our inner states and unresolved issues. Consider, for example, the simple yet intriguing case of itchy hands. This isn't just an ordinary itch. It symbolizes a deep-seated desire to take action or make a change. Perhaps you have been feeling stagnant in your life, yearning to embark on a new project or venture. This itch could be your body's way of pushing you towards that first step. On the other hand, an itchy head is often associated with mental overload. In our fast-paced modern world, it's easy to become overwhelmed with information and responsibilities. An itchy scalp could be a sign that your mind is crying out for a break, urging you to find balance and clarity. Understanding these symbolic meanings can serve as a guide to addressing the imbalances in our lives. As Buddha once said, "The mind is everything. What you think, you become." By paying attention to these physical symptoms and their spiritual significance, we can gain insights into our mental and emotional states. This awareness allows us to take proactive steps towards healing and achieving inner peace. For instance, if you find yourself constantly scratching your head, it might be time to evaluate your mental load and incorporate mindfulness practices to ease the strain. Reflect on the areas of your body where you experience these symptoms. Is there a particular part that frequently itches or feels discomfort? What could this be telling you about your life's current state? By tuning into these signs, you can uncover hidden messages about your desires, fears, and areas of imbalance. This concept isn't just about dealing with physical discomfort, but about embracing a holistic approach to well-being. It invites you to listen to your body's whispers before they turn into screams, urging you to make necessary changes in your life. In Buddhism, it is believed that every experience, including physical sensations, is a lesson waiting to be learned. As Thich Nhat Hanh wisely said, "Feelings come and go like clouds in a windy sky. Conscious breathing is my anchor." By being mindful and attentive to our physical experiences, we can anchor ourselves in the present moment and understand the deeper messages they carry. This understanding not only helps in alleviating physical symptoms, but also fosters a deeper connection between the body and mind. Now, let's think about how we can apply this knowledge in our daily lives. When was the last time you felt an itch or a physical symptom that seemed persistent? Did you take a moment to ponder what it might mean beyond the surface level? Open yourself to the possibility that your body is speaking to you, offering wisdom through these sensations. This approach can transform the way you perceive and respond to your physical health, leading to a more balanced and mindful existence. By integrating this understanding, we can better navigate the complexities of life, ensuring that we address not just the symptoms, but the root causes of our discomfort. This holistic perspective aligns with the Buddhist path of doing good, not doing bad, promoting a life of mindfulness, balance, and spiritual growth. So the next time you feel an itch, instead of just scratching it away, take a moment to listen. What is your body trying to tell you? How can you use this insight to bring more harmony and peace into your life? The spiritual meaning of physical symptoms like itching offers a profound way to understand and address the imbalances in our lives. By paying attention to these signs and exploring their deeper significance, we can gain valuable insights into our mental and emotional states. This holistic approach not only helps in alleviating physical discomfort, but also fosters a deeper connection between the body and mind. If you've watched up to this point, you're already on the path to uncovering the spiritual meaning behind everyday experiences like itching. Comment below with Zen Journey to affirm your commitment to these profound teachings. Don't go anywhere. There's still a treasure trove of insights we want to share with you in this video. Stay until the end to uncover the secrets that will deepen your understanding of Buddhist teachings and enhance your spiritual growth. Four, Journey of Self-Discovery. Hiroshi's journey from a restless soul to finding his true passion in gardening beautifully illustrates the profound importance of self-discovery. In our fast-paced modern world, it's easy to get caught up in the daily grind and lose sight of our true passions. Hiroshi's story serves as a reminder that true fulfillment comes from within and often requires us to step out of our comfort zones and explore new paths. Through his willingness to experiment and try various interests, Hiroshi uncovered his love for gardening, a discovery that brought him immense peace and satisfaction. This journey of self-discovery is not unique to Hiroshi. It is a universal process that we all must embark on to find our true calling. The Buddhist teaching that the mind is everything. What you think you become underscores the significance of self-awareness and the power of our thoughts in shaping our reality. Just as Hiroshi's initial restlessness led him to explore different avenues, we too must be patient and open to new experiences, understanding that mistakes are a natural part of the journey. In today's society, where instant gratification is often valued, the patience required for self-discovery can seem daunting. However, it is through this patience and openness that we grow and learn about ourselves. As Hiroshi found peace in gardening, he exemplified the Zen principle that when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. This transformation is often accompanied by moments of doubt and uncertainty, but it is in these moments that we find our strength and resilience. By embracing the unknown and allowing ourselves to make mistakes, we create opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This process is not about achieving perfection, but about understanding and accepting ourselves as we are. Hiroshi's journey teaches us that our passions are often hidden beneath layers of fear and self-doubt. It is only by peeling back these layers that we can uncover our true selves. This process requires courage and a willingness to be vulnerable, as well as a commitment to self-reflection and personal growth. In a world that constantly demands our attention and energy, taking the time to explore our interests and passions can seem like a luxury. However, it is essential for our mental and emotional well-being. The journey of self-discovery is a lifelong process that evolves as we grow and change. It is not a destination, but a continuous exploration of who we are and what we are passionate about. As we navigate this journey, it is important to remember that self-discovery is not a linear path. There will be detours and setbacks, but each experience contributes to our overall growth and understanding of ourselves. 5. Embracing change and growth. Let's dive into a deep and enriching exploration of the story, the spiritual meaning of itching that no one told you. Imagine this. Each time you feel an itch, it's not just a random sensation, but a profound message from your body urging you to pay attention. Embracing change and growth is at the heart of this Zen story, which teaches us that every itch is a signal inviting us to delve deeper into our inner selves. This seemingly minor irritation can become a catalyst for confronting our fears, breaking free from old patterns, and achieving personal transformation and inner harmony. Imagine you're sitting in a serene garden where the air is filled with the fragrance of blooming flowers and a gentle breeze caresses your skin. You feel a slight itch on your arm. Instead of brushing it away mindlessly, you pause and reflect on its deeper meaning. This itch is not just a physical sensation, it's a whisper from your soul, encouraging you to look within. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, we often overlook these subtle signals, but the teachings of Buddhism remind us to be mindful and attentive to every experience. Consider the story of a wise monk who lived in a tranquil monastery nestled in the mountains. He was known for his deep understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and his ability to find profound meanings in everyday occurrences. One day, a young disciple came to him, troubled by an incessant itch that had been bothering him for days. The monk listened patiently and then smiled, saying, "This itch is your teacher. It is urging you to confront something within yourself that you have been avoiding." The young disciple was puzzled, but he trusted the monk's wisdom. He began to meditate, focusing on the itch and the feelings it evoked. As he delved deeper into his meditation, he realized that the itch symbolized his suppressed anxieties and unresolved fears. With each session, he confronted these emotions, gradually breaking free from the mental patterns that had held him back. Over time, the itch subsided, and the disciple felt a profound sense of inner peace and clarity. This transformative experience taught him that true growth comes from within, and that embracing change is essential for personal development. This Zen story resonates with the Buddhist principle of impermanence. Life is in a constant state of flux, and clinging to old patterns only hinders our growth. When we embrace change, we open ourselves to new possibilities and experiences. Itching, in this context, serves as a metaphor for the discomfort we feel when we are on the brink of transformation. It is a gentle nudge from the universe, urging us to let go of our attachments and step into a new phase of our lives. Think about a time when you experienced an itch that you couldn't ignore. What if, instead of seeing it as an annoyance, you viewed it as an invitation to explore your inner world? What if you allowed yourself to sit with the discomfort and uncover its deeper meaning? This simple shift in perspective can lead to profound personal growth and transformation. It encourages us to confront our fears, break free from old patterns, and embrace the ever-changing nature of life. To engage further with this idea, ask yourself, what changes or challenges are you currently facing in your life? How can you embrace these changes as opportunities for growth? Reflect on these questions and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your insights might inspire others to see their own challenges in a new light and embark on their journey of transformation. In conclusion, the story of the spiritual meaning of itching teaches us to embrace change and growth by being mindful of the signals our bodies send us. Each itch is a reminder to look within, confront our fears, and break free from old patterns. By doing so, we can achieve personal transformation and inner harmony. Remember, life is in a constant state of flux, and true growth comes from within. Embrace each itch, each discomfort, as a valuable teacher on your path to enlightenment. Six, finding balance and inner peace. An itch, often dismissed as a trivial annoyance, actually has the power to teach us about our own inner workings. Think about it. When you feel an itch, your immediate reaction is to scratch it, to get rid of the discomfort as quickly as possible. But what if, instead of reacting impulsively, you took a moment to understand why you are itching? What if you allowed yourself to listen to your body, to really hear what it's trying to tell you? In Buddhism, there's a famous quote by Thich Nhat Hanh: "The mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path I walk in peace. With each step the wind blows. With each step a flower blooms." This speaks to the heart of Tetsuo's lesson. It teaches us to be present, to walk the path of awareness and peace, even when faced with discomfort. An itch, in this context, is a reminder to tune into the present moment, to listen to the body, and to seek the root of our discomfort. It challenges us to find a deeper meaning in our experiences, no matter how small they may seem. When we listen to our bodies, we begin to understand that an itch can be a signal of something deeper, perhaps stress, an allergen, or even an emotional trigger. By addressing these underlying causes, rather than just the symptoms, we can achieve a state of balance. This process mirrors our approach to life's challenges. Rather than reacting hastily to discomfort, we learn to pause, reflect, and address the true source of our unrest. This way, we cultivate a deeper sense of equilibrium and serenity within ourselves. Take the story of Siddhartha Gautama, the Buddha who sat under the Bodhi tree, determined to find the truth. He faced many distractions and discomforts, yet he remained focused and introspective, ultimately achieving enlightenment. His journey teaches us the value of persistence and mindfulness in the face of adversity. Similarly, by transforming our response to an itch from a mindless scratch to a mindful moment of reflection, we take a step closer to enlightenment. We learn to navigate the distractions of life with grace and awareness, finding peace in the process. It's important to consider how these small moments of awareness can impact our broader journey. How often do we rush through life, scratching every itch, addressing only the surface-level discomforts without ever probing deeper? What might we discover if we slowed down and listened to our bodies and minds? This practice of mindfulness extends beyond physical sensations to our emotional and mental states. When we feel irritation, anxiety, or sadness, can we pause and explore these feelings rather than immediately seeking to eliminate them? By doing so, we foster a deeper understanding of ourselves and our responses to the world around us. The Zen teachings encourage us to see every moment as an opportunity for growth. Lao Tzu once said, "To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders." This stillness of mind is what we aim for when we embrace the teachings of Tetsuo. We learn to find calm in the midst of chaos, to remain centered no matter what external or internal distractions we face. By doing this, we not only alleviate our immediate discomfort, but also cultivate a lasting inner peace. Now, I invite you to reflect on your own experiences. Have there been moments when a small discomfort led you to a greater understanding of yourself? How can you apply this mindfulness to other areas of your life? By sharing your thoughts and experiences, you contribute to a collective journey towards greater awareness and inner peace. In conclusion, Tetsuo's teaching on finding balance and inner peace through the metaphor of an itch is a profound reminder of the power of mindfulness. It encourages us to listen to our bodies, understand the deeper causes of our discomfort, and address them with awareness and compassion. As we practice this, we move closer to achieving the equilibrium and serenity that are the hallmarks of a spiritually fulfilling life. Thank you for watching today's video on the spiritual meaning of itching and the profound lessons it can teach us. We hope you found this Zen story insightful and that it helps you to look at the small, everyday sensations in your life with a new perspective. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the Journey of Wisdom. Also, make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss any of our upcoming videos. Let's continue our journey of wisdom together. Thank you, and see you in the next video.